Hello everyone, it's DA here, and today we're going to be going through some exploration footage. And right here we're basically going through the underwater, the depths. This is one of the things that you guys will be encountering when you're playing Anthem. Now this one is mostly geared based on, a mission selection, but when you're going out there on a free roam or a free play, you can go into these locations by yourself too. So right here the mission is basically tasking the freelancers with uncovering or retrieving an artifact. So that is one of those things that may remind you a little bit of games like, Uncharted, maybe the Uncharted series or the Tomb Raider series. You will see a lot of similarities in this game. So you're going to have runs, you're going to have puzzles, you're going to have a lot of really interesting things. And I remembered years ago when a lot of people used to write down cheat codes or puzzles and all that kind of stuff online, and you have to go and retrieve it. I think this is one of those games where BioWare is trying to bring back those things. Now, as you can see in this depth right here, they are encountering different creatures, things that are native to this world. So this is basically you against nature. A lot of times we have seen footage and gameplay of you fighting against other factions. This is nature right here. Now, one thing I would also like to point out is that while you are going into this location, some of them will not be filled with nature. It could be the hideout of another faction, so you will see a lot of variations in that. Now these locations are also part of the lore. We're going to be talking a lot more about that when the game comes out, so you will see why these locations exist, the deep connection with the shapers, with the old arcanists, with the archaeologists in that world, the scholars, and basically people with supernatural powers. We're going to be talking about that when the game comes out, when it comes to the lore. So you can see how beautiful the environment is. It's just incredible. Now this is where the first part of the puzzles come in. This is of course going to be a simple one, and you can already see right there, matching it with the right configuration basically will open the door, and you have to match that one as well. So you will see a lot of different things like this. Now once again, this is an earlier and simple version of those puzzles. As you progress through the game, you will find a lot more challenging ones in the future of the game. And this is probably going to be one of the main reasons why it will be fun if you are playing with another person. Another cool thing, like I mentioned earlier, is some of the zones are protected by sentries. And this Titan right here is one of them. This is an Ash Titan. And of course you can see, this one is a little bit difficult. It's a little bit different from others as well because there are different variations of them. Most of this one's ability deals with flame and fire, where you will see some that deals with acid and toxin or, corrosive type of damage. So you're going to see a lot of those in the game, and this is basically the players fighting against that sentry. You're going to have to defeat that sentry. Once it's dead, then you can retrieve the artifact, because the artifact right now is being protected by a shield. Now one thing you will also notice in Anthem is that there is something called no spawn zones. If you have played games like Destiny, you will know what I mean, because those are the zones where you cannot revive each other, you cannot respawn. So when you are fighting challenging or tougher enemies or waves of enemies, some of those zones may turn into a no spawn zone, so you will have to literally destroy every enemy there before you can actually move on or progress. So you can see right there, there's that little glass on the wall, and you will notice that it will not go down until the Titan is dead. Now, deep apologies for the sound in the background. There's a lot of construction going on, so yeah, it's a little bit crazy. But there you go, and once you defeat those enemies, you often have this big reward. Now this one is rewarding players with uncommon gear, but there are others that will reward players with a higher rarity in terms of items. So that is going to be quite interesting, and of course at the end of it, you collect your loots, and you proceed. Now the good thing is that this is not just going to be one of those things. You will have a whole lot of them in Anthem, and this is where the exploration in Anthem comes into play. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.